Well, hello, all you raging, aging beauties. I'm Jenny. I'm here to uplift, motivate, inspire everyone with an emphasis on women in or near their prime. As I promised in one of my previous episodes, and I'll link it up here where I revealed my 30-day journey on the carnivore diet, I invited everyone to lunch with me in my next video. So here we are. I plan to share with you today what I eat on the carnivore diet, along with a few great recipes that you can use as is, or that you can kind of, tweak them a little bit, make them your own. But this just gives you a good idea of, some of the different things that you can throw into the mix besides just eating eggs and steak. There are other options, and, this diet definitely isn't boring. Plus today I got 2 new wigs. I know in my last video you saw one of the wigs that I was wearing. I have another one that I haven't even shown you yet. Plus I got 2 brand new ones. I'm going to unbox them. That's coming up in my next video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That'll be a lot of fun. But for now, let's jump right in and let's get into that kitchen, that adventure kitchen. Here we come. Alright, so this is how I make my carnivore frothy, foamy, buttery coffee. I take my hot coffee, I put butter in it. Yes, sir. Give it a couple good dollops. And then I'm going to get my little stir stick here with the little, it's a frother. I'm going to give that a little stir, get it melted a little bit. Now watch this. This is beautiful. Woo! Guess I don't want to fill the cup too full because you see it froths right up and it'll spill out. That is so nice and it is delicious. Look at that. Mmm. So tasty. So good. And now I have a mess to clean up there. But while I'm at it, I'm just going to show you. I have out here on my counter all the meats that I'm going to be preparing. Maybe not for the whole week, but at least for the next couple days. I like to get it all out so that I can prepare a lot of the base parts of my meals all at once. So I get out some bacon, sausage. I've got some broth, of course milk. That's just for normal everyday stuff for the family. Burger, some bologna. This here I got from my butcher. We got beef round tip roast. I'm going to be chopping that up to either make jerky or to do tacos or something. Here I've got a liver, a beef liver, and then I've got some bacon, smoked bacon ends. Okay, so these are all just the base parts for some dishes that I'm going to be putting together. That will be, some of it will be upcoming in today's What I Eat in a Day video. So there you have it. That's going to all thaw out for us. And for breakfast here we have 2 eggs boiled with soft yolk, some crispy fried bacon, Parmesan on top of the eggs, and about 1.5 tablespoons or 2 of real butter. So bon appetit. Okay, so for my beef liver and sausage pate, I got about 1/2 pound of mild sausage going with about 1 tablespoon of lard. And I do have a secret ingredient in this recipe that will mask the flavor and make it all just a little bit yummy, so hang tight for that. Okay, so this first batch of liver pate, I've got it started for the family. I do have a little bit of rosemary and cumin along with the salt. I will cook up the liver to medium. I've got the melted butter. Here we've got I'm using 4 tablespoons. Really, it needs 8, but I am going to try a taste of cream cheese with the liver after I get the liver cooked to medium. I'll do 4 ounces of cream cheese and 4 ounces butter, so that'll help mask the flavor and make it yummy. That's my secret ingredient. sausage in there. Again, we've got the salt, the 4 ounces of butter, a little bit of rosemary and garlic, the sausage, and here we have a half a cup of beef bone broth. Okay, and now I'm gonna go get the liver ready. Here we have the liver going, getting it ready. Some of it's already in the food processor, and this is the remainder of it. So we want to cook that to about medium. And so let me flip that over a little bit. I don't worry about trimming the membrane off around the side when I put it in the food processor. That membrane will pull apart, and then I use a fork to pick it out. That's just a little bit chewy for my liking, that membrane around the edge. So I do prefer to remove those, have them taken out before I put it in the fridge to chill for 3 hours. Okay, and now I'm going to sample a little bite of the liver with a bite of cream cheese because I'm thinking it is going to be pleasing to the palate, but I want to make sure before I add cream cheese into my food processor. Otherwise, I'll just add 4 more tablespoons of butter. But let's try this. I think we have a winner. Okay, and now that we have everything in here, I'm going to put the lid on, and we are going to pulse it a few times just to get it blended a little bit, and then go on low for 1 to 2 minutes. And here is the consistency of it after we've got it all mixed up. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, and I did taste it with a spoon a few minutes ago. I believe this is the beef liver and sausage pate recipe of the century. It is dynamite. I'm just gonna put it in a bowl with a lid and get it into the fridge for about 3 hours before it is ready to eat. We are going to be making hamburger buns or sandwich buns, carnivore style. And keep in mind that you can cut this recipe in half if you want to make individual servings. I prefer to make enough so that I can use it for a couple of meals, a couple of sandwiches, what have you. Okay, so I've already prepared the optional items. You don't have to add cream cheese. You don't have to add an ounce of pork rinds ground up. I already did that in my mini Ninja. And I also added just a touch of Parmesan. And now I'm going to add 4 eggs and 3 cups of cheese. And then I'll mix this all together, and they will go in these muffin pans I was fortunate enough to find. If you don't have any that are this size and this shallow that make the absolute perfect bun, then you can use the lid to a mason jar. That works really well. Or you can use just a standard regular muffin size pan, but the buns will come out just a little bit smaller. Let's add the eggs, get this mixed up. And what you will do is preheat your oven while you're doing this to 350 degrees so that it's ready to bake them for 20 minutes once you have it all put together. Okay, and let's get our, and these bags are 2 cups each. So I'm adding a whole bag. And then just a portion of this bag, like half of it, really. Or a little bit less than half because I have the cream cheese and the breadcrumbs, or the, not breadcrumbs, the pork rind crumbs in there, and Parmesan, so I won't put as much of the cheddar. And you could use whatever cheese you prefer. I'm just using cheddar because that's what I had ready. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful batter. Okay. So it's all mixed together just perfect. And now I'm going to use my spatula and get them added into the little baking pan. And here we have our beautiful finished buns. Absolutely gorgeous, delicious. Let me take one out here and show it to you. Oh, look at that on the bottom. So you can see, let me put my hand up to it so you can see the size. They're perfect bun size. Burger, sandwich, whatever you want to eat with them. Gorgeous. Just perfect thickness. And let me see if I can tear this one just a little bit on the edge so you can see what they look like on the inside. A lot like bread. Just a whole lot like bread. And delicious. So we will be making a sandwich with these tonight. Okay guys, so it is time for lunch, and this may be like a lunch dinner combo because as you can see from everything I had earlier, and then plus this is a pretty sizable meal, so it's likely that this might be it for me for the day, aside from maybe some snacking. If I snack later, it might be some bacon bits or pork rinds or something like that, something light along with some extra water, sparkling water or what have you. But for this meal we have, remember we made the buns, burger buns or sandwich buns. I put a little piece of Gouda cheese on top of it, and then we have our beef liver and sausage pate with a little bit of melted cheese on top. I heated everything up already. And here I've got some leftover beef roast that I'm definitely not letting go to waste. So we're going to be having this. It's about 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces. And of course I have a soft boiled egg. So again, let me cut that. It's all warm and gooey inside. Look how delicious. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, and then of course down here, you may not have seen these yet. These here in the corner are my little brown butter bites. That's so that I get a little bit of extra fat in with the meal. I haven't made these on video yet, but I will make them so that you can see how that's done. They are also a delicious little snack and a great way to get extra fat into your diet. And then for drink up here we have turkey bone marrow broth. I got this from my butcher shop, and it's flavorful and good, but I am going to be adding some extra salt to it because it's just a little bit on the bland side for me. Redmond's Real Salt. I kind of sprinkle a little bit of that on everything. I'm going to put a little bit here on this and this. And of course on the egg, there's no salt at all on that. I'm probably going to need a little bit extra on the beef. And so we're ready to just eat this meal. The pate, along with this cheese. Okay, this is what I plan to put on my, to layer on my bun here. I have a bite of that. I might even have a bite of egg on top of that. Okay, so this, just kind of cut it in half. And get an extra little bite there because this is going to be so yummy. I just know it. Look how beautiful that pate turned out. Get a little bit of extra cheese on there, and let's do a taste test. Move my fork out of your way. Okay, look at that. It's incredible. Yep. That is going to be good to the last bite. I'm going to take a little drink of my bone broth to wash it down. Follow it up with a little brown butter yummy bite. Let's take a fatty bite of this beef. Notice all that fat on there. Can you see that? I don't trim any of the fat off. We eat it all. Take a bite of that egg and on egg yolk. We definitely want to eat all that nutritious egg yolk. Well, thanks for joining me for lunch. This is a perfect example of what I eat on the carnivore diet. Very packed full of protein and plenty of fat to get all the nutrition that we need. So here we are back again, and that really kind of wraps up a little bit of what I eat on a typical day. You know, of course, on some days there's a lot more burger or a lot more steak or a lot more fish or a lot more chicken, those kind of things. But I showed you a few things today that are a little more out of the ordinary, including the burger buns and the pate, the sausage and beef liver pate that I made that included the cream cheese and butter, and it's just rich, it's delicious, it's yummy, and that gives you a good, you know, helping of your organ meats, which are, again, I've said it so many times, but it's true. They're nutrient dense, and you don't get a lot of the qualities in other foods that you get in organ meat. So it's real important. That's something a lot of people don't like, and I try to offer you an alternative to mask the flavor, you know, to give you a way of trying it. Just try it. You might like it. It really surprised a couple of my family members. So anyway, I hope you'll join me next time when we try on some wigs and I explain my wig journey to you. It's going to be lots of fun, and I hope to see you then. Please hit that like and subscribe button and follow along with my adventures. Take care.